Did you miss the granddaddy of all trade shows, Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Spain last week? If you did, stick around. I'm going to try to ramp you up on what you missed. Hey everybody, it's Paul Harris with Blackhawk Recruiters here in sunny California. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. As you may know, I run an executive search firm that specializes in the telecom sector, and last week was MWC 19 Barcelona, as they call it, right? Mobile World Congress. And it's touted as the largest mobile event in the world. Quite a claim, but I would say that I would believe it. 2,400 companies, 100,000 people, great speakers, great learning, great seminars. And if you miss it, I'm going to try to make you feel like you were there. So the theme of this year's event, it was intelligent connectivity. And the themes, I'm going to hit the themes real quickly. So the biggest theme, of course, was 5G, 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 right? So the operators, the equipment manufacturers, the solutions providers, some of the things that were talked about was that the real 5G revenue is not going to be coming until 2020, 2021 timeframe. The early 5G winners will be the companies that supply the infrastructure, right? That's our world. And other companies that are going to be best positioned are those that own more of the infrastructure and can offer complete network solutions to the operator. So this is, just think of a have it all, one-stop shop type of thing, such as the whole ball of wax: fiber, small cell, microwave, macros, backhaul, everything. Think neutral host, something like Crown Castle, Exonet, etc. Ericsson was there. They did a big splash. They were talking about the fact that they're deploying 5G networks faster than anyone else. The 5G rollout will be different from the equipment-heavy 4G world. And with the 5G world, it's more about being flexible, more software-driven in the data centers, etc. CEO of Ericsson said that the limiting factor is going to be basically tower crews. We all know that, right? A lot of stuff about 5G handsets, foldable handsets, kind of dominated by the Chinese manufacturers like Huawei and ZTE. And there was a $2,600 handset, which I haven't seen since the late 80s, by the way, when we were selling the StarTAC or what it was. Interesting use cases for 5G. A doctor walking people through an operation. They had a band where each one of the band members, guitar player, keyboard player, drummer, etc., were in different venues, but because of the low latency of 5G, they were able to play together. Crazy stuff. And in the gaming world, a boxing match where you're boxing somebody and the latency is so slow or so fast that you're not going to get hit by the other guy you're playing against. Other themes, big themes. So 5G was one. Next one, IoT, smart cities, etc. AI, AR, VR, machine learning technology in the automotive world. Of course, autonomous vehicles, self-driving cars. In the healthcare world, digital health, wearables, robotic surgery, etc. And in the fintech world, right, financial technology, the banking world, basically, mobile payment systems, biometric authentication technology, and then a huge one, security. Huge issue with 5G, with so many millions of connections with IoT, everything be connected, all places where the bad guys can kind of get into your system. What else? Miscellaneous. T-Mobile had a giant booth, 3 times the size of AT&T and Verizon, right? John Legere he knows how to do it big. Lots of activity in the 4YFN, 4 years from now. This is the startup market. What else? Sprint announced that they were rolling out 5G in 4 markets by May, and when they gave detailed maps, which is kind of unusual for a carrier. What else happened there? This was a big one. Ericsson purchasing Katrine's antenna division. That's a huge one. They talked about operators and vendors working together to make licensed and and unlicensed spectrum work. And in the SMUT department, I would call it, a lot of talk about Huawei and the fact that they've been banned from the 5G deployments here in the United States. Followed with, joining on the train with the United States, is Australia, New Zealand, Japan. Not joining on the train is Europe. interesting. But Huawei had a big showing. They're obviously not going down without a fight. They had their lanyard saying Huawei on it. They put a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal, basically saying, hey, don't believe everything that you read or hear, etc. So it was a great show. Wanted to just give you a quick download in case you missed it. Next for me is going to be March is going to be South Wireless Summit in Nashville. April is going to be Wireless West in Scottsdale for me. I'll be then, of course, at my Super Bowl ConnectX in May, and that's Orlando. And of course, I'll come back if you were not able to make it. I'll do reviews on those. You guys, I appreciate you listening. I hope you got something out of this. Of course, if you have any needs for permanent placement or temporary staffing in the telecom, wireless infrastructure, telecom infrastructure world, we're open 24 hours a day for you. You're welcome to reach out. I'm sure my number and contact information is all over the place. Hope this was helpful for you guys. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.